Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path, where we are continuing on in the first case of the game, Turnabout Target. Looks like we're at the end of it, so, interesting. I didn't know we were that close to solving the mystery, but alright, let's continue on. Alright, March 25th, 4:45 p.m., President's Plane, office. Yeah, last time, the killer had a very dramatic exit from the plane. Poor Edgeworth got knocked out. Did I pass out? Oh my, I'm totally embarrassed.
Mr. Edgeworth, thank goodness you're safe.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? Hey, what about you? I just woke up myself. Oh, he knocked up both of them. Oh, wow. My head's throbbing a bit, but it's no big deal. Detective Gumshoe, what happened to the killer?
Yeah, about that. Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us the killer made a run for it, but we were too late, sir.
What the hell?
We heard from that bodyguard that the emergency lifeboat over there had been stolen. He's probably at the other side of the lake by now, sir.
Didn't you seal off the park?
The police were all called back to surround the plane. Right now, there's no one guarding the opposite shore.
Oh my god, y'all are ridiculous. Ugh, that means he succeeded in giving us the slip.
Sure seems that way, sir.
Mr. Prosecutor, Horace Knightley, it seems you also had a narrow escape. You're lucky to be alive. Yeah, that sucked. That punk.
Come to think of it, we found this near where you fell, sir.
This is the killer's calling card. Yeah, very familiar to us.
Looks like a message from him.
Alright. He always leaves this card next to his victim's body. I guess you were his victim because he knocked you out.
But you're not dead, sir. Unless I'm talking to a ghost.
Don't be silly, Gumshoe. Perhaps this signifies something similar to a killing. You killed off my pride. Which reminds me, the last thing he said still bothers me. However, I have already seen the truth. I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Seen the truth? What did he mean? Yeah, it's safe now. What was that? The President will be making his entrance now. The President? Now that he's gone, now you show your face. This man is the President of Zheng Fa, Dijun Huang. You are? It is an honor to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. I am Dijun Huang. I have heard of your deeds. You saved my country from a great crisis. Is he referring to the Otakarasu case? I was simply solving a murder, nothing more. Such modesty. I have been observing your investigation. An astounding performance, despite allowing the killer to get away. Thank you very much. So he was watching through the security cameras. However, I regret that it ends here. What do you mean? Heed my words, foolish prosecutor. You should have already been informed by Knightley. This investigation will be handed over to the esteemed police force of Zheng Fa.
Uh-oh. Now that the killer is gone, they intend to take over the investigation.
Hey, pal, what are you doing? And what's with that attitude?
That's a president, man. You can't just talk to him like that. Ah.
It's because of the killer and Mr. Edgeworth that...
Enough, detective. Mr. President, I cannot agree to this. Why must this investigation be handed over to your country's police?
Why, you say? Know your place, puny prosecutor. Must I explain my actions? Nay, I think not. You shall hand over all the evidence you found so far. And leave this place at once.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer.
Dang nabbit.
All the evidence handed over to Knightley. No! Why? Why won't he allow me to investigate this case any further?
This is the same BS we had to deal with last game. All this stupid red tape and rules.
Sucks, man.
Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Knightley, place the suspect under firm restraint.
I'm on it, Mr. President.
An attempt on my life, the murder of my subordinate, such evil, such sin.
I didn't kill nobody. I swear.
Shut your trap, lady. You dare question me. You dare stain this world with deceit. Should we pardon this sin? Nay, absolutely not. It is most unforgivable. My reasons being...
He likes to talk a lot, doesn't he? See? Non-stop talking.
There's no mistake. The President is hiding something. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing you can do?
Hey, Big Mouth, would you let me question you?
I remember the countless times I faced this dilemma in the courtroom. The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have evidence to counter them. Nonetheless, I was still able to draw out the truth from them. That's right. My words alone are my weapons.
Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Chess time. Excuse me.
Now then, let's analyze the situation.
It's interesting because I thought we would be going up against Knightley because he's a chess fanatic, but we're not. We're going up against the president, so...
Leave this place at once. This is a direct order from the president himself.
He's not even listening. Any rebuttal I give, he cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I'll need to watch the situation carefully. My opponent is the president of Zheng Fa. I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. His words may be overbearing, but I need not be intimidated. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. First, I'll start by asking about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now let's begin. A good opening line will put me at an advantage. Magic chess, begin. Who's taking over the investigation? Please, allow me to confirm something.
Nay, I don't recall granting your permission to speak.
Wait and see.
I am the president of Zheng Fa. You shall not talk back to me.
I'm not talking back, I'm simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country, is that correct?
Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments.
Wait and see.
That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being on my country's soil. You cannot do as you please.
This plane.
Okay, here we go with the extra territorial rights and all that again.
Is there something significant about this place? I should remember this clue.
Alright, explain your reasons.
I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of our right to investigate.
Impudent fool, hold your tongue. There is no reason. That should be enough of an explanation for you.
Perhaps that clue may be useful here.
Is it connected to this place?
Gathering from what you've said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours have some connection to this place?
You insolent.
Earlier, you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words, I was able to deduce the answer. Namely, that is, you wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct?
That's enough. I shall brook no insolence.
Wait and see.
If you have nothing to say, be gone. You're wasting my time.
Oh. Ugh. Seems I should have been a bit more decisive there.
Okay. Yikes.
I must not be intimidated by his words. If I observe his behavior, I should be able to read his emotions.
Okay, back to that. Okay. We gotta use the clue. Oof, okay. Ring. Because he was panting and looking a little nervous, so I should have said something. Extraterritorial rights. Sweating. You seem unsettled. There we go.
Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale.
There we go.
Oh.
In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right, I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There is nothing you can do about it.
I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered part of Zheng Fa. How convenient. If you wish to stake this claim, then I shall question its validity.
Alright, we made it.
The next move will decide the outcome. He may be the president, but there is a hole in his logic. Let me break it wide open.
Alright, is your claim valid?
I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights.
Do you truly understand what it is you're saying?
Of course, and I stand by it.
You dare doubt my words. You have no shame.
Wait and see?
Such irredeemable ignorance, it troubles me greatly.
There is no need to worry, I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her.
I admire your tenacity. However, your wish is unattainable. The extraterritoriality laws are unshakable. This plane is Zheng Fa territory.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. I should try another line of attack.
Aren't you being too forceful? Okay.
Permit me to say this. Don't you feel that your actions are too forceful?
Who asked for your opinion? All you need to do is obey.
Wait and see.
Forceful is the wrong word. It is authority, leadership.
So you arrested Miss Swift because you felt you had the authority to do so?
Respect my authority.
That's South Park.
Yes, that girl is a criminal. There is no room for dispute.
No, there is plenty I could say.
Haven't you realized it yet? I have you
No, that's not it.
Nonsense, you're just wasting my time.
Okay, that was not it.
I didn't think so, but let's not be intimidated.
Okay, hold on. I'm running out of time. So I guess I have to wait and see there again. No room for dispute.
The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it.
That's it. The shooting occurred outside the plane.
There we go.
This could be a very important clue.
About the validity. Alright. Alright.
It's time to use that clue. The gun came from outside. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, you just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes, if it didn't happen inside the plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim has fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid.
Yeah!
Impossible. To be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president.
Checkmate, Mr. President.
Nice. Very nice. Alright. So even if you do little oopsies, it's not too hard to go back on track with these.
Mr. President, will you allow us to continue with our investigation?
Yeah.
Calm down, bro. Too many steroids.
I yield. I will allow it. My heart is generous. My heart is tolerant and merciful. Therefore, as such, certainly, thus we shall. It is our duty for a most noble cause. Gentlemen, now is the time. I, the president of Zheng Fa, for the sake of the investigation.
What the hell? He's saying a lot of nonsense, isn't he? Dragging on and on and on without getting to the point. Yeah, this guy sure likes beating around the bush.
Knightley, we have received the President's permission. Could you return our evidence?
Here.
Knightley returned all the evidence. Hopefully all of it.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Indeed. Now we can resume the investigation.
It's funny how happy you are just because I gave you your precious pieces back. Now let's see how well you use them.
Pay attention then. Here is my next move. Mr. President, may I make one more request of you? Would you please testify about the moment of the incident?
Testify?
Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Isn't that the sort of thing you leave to the courts?
Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure. However, I'd still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation... He will have to give a clear reason. That's... Is there something wrong?
Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the Honorable Prosecutor's request.
I thank you for your cooperation.
Now heed my words.
Here we go. You gotta hear him talk a lot of shit again. President's testimony.
Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me.
Were they in front of you? They were to the side of you, weren't they?
After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest.
If that's the case, then the president's a victim too, right?
It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately.
But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation?
Of course, if this becomes public, it could cause problems.
I see. There's still some deep, dark secret behind this case, right?
Of course there is.
Certainly the President and perhaps Knightley too know of this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see.
Alright. Where was I? The stage. Suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. Let me press on that. I'm just a little confused about that.
Did you realize there was a shooter when they appeared in front of you?
What was I doing at that time? Ah, yes, the speech. During my speech, I was in a euphoric state, a state of nothingness and enlightenment.
So, you got nervous and you blinked out?
Nay, I have not forgotten a single occurrence that transpired during my speech. When Rook and Knightley appeared in front of me, I was surprised.
Actually, let me see the picture. It's in here? Okay. Yeah, they were in front of you. Okay. I see. He did look pretty surprised there. Heard a gunshot and a red balloon. That's very specific.
A red balloon?
You try my patience, Prosecutor.
That was not my intention. I just want to make sure your recollections are reliable.
Huh. There were balloons on both sides of the stage, swelling red in the cloudy sky, as laid out in the security plan.
The security plans? Ah, the one from the bag.
They stepped in front of me just before the balloon burst.
Hold on. It was supposed to be a red balloon? Security plans. Let me see. Terrorist. Doesn't say anything about a red balloon. What's he talking about? Security, calling card. Steel Samurai balloon is the one. I didn't see anything about red balloons there, that's why I'm... We saw that. Is that what we're gonna... I guess we're gonna present the Steel Samurai? Because it wasn't a red balloon.
A red balloon burst? I'm afraid that's not the case.
What?
Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what has burst?
No!
Oh, what happened there?
This is, what exactly?
It's the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-O Tokyo. You do well to remember it. If you wish to win the support of this nation's people.
And don't forget the rival show, the German Ninja.
The balloon that was ruptured by the bullet was no ordinary red balloon. It was a steel samurai balloon.
Does it really matter?
He's like, so? But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan.
I don't see... I see circle of where they're supposed to be, but it doesn't say red balloon.
It certainly looks like there are only 2 round balloons drawn here.
Knightley, what is the meaning of this? Explain at once.
Yes, sir. That steel samurai balloon was a last-minute replacement. Replacement? That's what we were told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst.
So you scrambled to find a replacement.
Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy manning a stand in the park.
Oh god, it's still Larry.
He said he'd lend us the steel samurai balloon. He was kind of a poser. A stand, a steel samurai balloon, and a poser. Oh god. Not already. I'm not ready for Larry. We pumped air into its red samurai pants to create a makeshift balloon.
Huh. That's pretty interesting they were able to do it that way.
So the steel samurai balloon looked just like an ordinary red balloon. Is that what you mean?
Knightley, why was I not informed of this?
Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Couldn't you tell by just looking at it?
I did not notice it.
So you mistook the steel samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon. Was there a reason why you made that mistake?
Oh!
What now?
A moment, please. I just remembered now. I could not see the balloon very well.
You couldn't see it?
Exactly. At the time the wind was strong. The flags on the stage were fluttering wildly, and they obstructed my view.
The flags?
Okay.
Did you not see the flags that were set up on both sides of the stage? Due to the strong wind, they were waving about just like this.
So a strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. The flags were fluttering wildly. Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, there is.
President Huang, you have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction.
It's always like these little details are like, so, and why is this important? But it actually is. It's interesting.
A contradiction, you say?
Yes, one that turns the very foundation of this case on its head. During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so the flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in the strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence.
Yes! What I looked at earlier.
What evidence, which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene?
It's this one. We were basing our bullet trajectory based on the flag's position previously. But if it was fluttering, that completely changes the trajectory.
The gunshot rang out during the president's speech. The bullet struck the balloon and also pierced through the national flag. I previously deduced the bullet's trajectory using these facts.
Yep.
The assassin fired the bullet from the left side of the audience area. However, if the flags were fluttering about like so, my reasoning changes.
Yeah.
Since the flag's position has changed.
Correct. The bullet's trajectory must also change.
Oh, snap. Look at that angle. Now, doesn't that look a little shady? But we will be leaving this episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.